I first downloaded Premiere Pro in 2013 and used that all the way until like 2021. It was about a year of time that I was doing all of my color grading in Resolve in the free version. But here's why that studio version is so much more valuable than the free version and why it's worth it to just bite the bullet at $300 and start getting into it. In the paid version of DaVinci Resolve, there is not an 8-bit footage limitation like in the free version. I say that because the difference between 8-bit and 10-bit is huge. You've got 16.7 million colors in 8-bit, which sounds like a lot, but when you actually have 1.07 billion in the 10-bit footage, that's more than 64 times as many colors, and your footage won't break apart nearly as quick. And of course you can go to 12-bit, 16-bit, and so on. But what I'm saying is that footage is going to hold together so much better, and you're going to be able to manipulate the colors much greater in that studio version. So in the studio version, you are actually getting the most out of your footage as possible, as opposed to limiting it to only 8-bit footage. Also, did you know that in the free version, you're not getting all the GPU power that you could be out of your system? And that's because the studio version uses advanced encoding to be able to get the best out of your renderings. So if you think that the system is fast for you, even if it's just in the free version and things are rendering pretty quickly, imagine how fast it'll be once you get the studio version. You're going to be getting the most out of your system. The Fusion FX are so rad, and I don't necessarily mean the Fusion page, but I just mean the effects that can be applied. There are so many different effects, and they're so simple to use as well, and the one that really drew me was the noise reduction. It was something that I needed. I had previously used DENOISER, which produced a great result, but was really bogging down the system, where this one that's built in is faster, and I think it produces better results. And there are so many more effects that I am now learning about, even the face refinement feature. Like, how cool is that you can track a face just within the system, does it faster than I thought it ever would, and manipulate it in certain ways. There are so many valuable effects in there, such as motion blur or camera shake, and many others that you can just scroll through and take a look at, maybe even on YouTube. Just find one, search for it, see what it can do, and see how you might be able to apply it once you get the studio version. Subtitles are a new one, and I think this is something that people are really hyped on, although it is not fully there yet. Like, it renders everything very well, it's quick. I think the timing is just off a touch, but grammatically, it's been great. Spelling, fantastic. So I think this is something that's just going to continue to get better. But this also comes with the transcription side, which I did make a video about, and how you can search for different words and it'll take you to that for your edit, just to speed up that time in your editing workflow. Lastly, pricing. If you don't have a video editor currently and this is your first time, $300, it's tough. That is a lot of money just to fork up for something to edit on when you can edit on your iPhone nowadays and things like that. For us who are moving from a place like Premiere and moving into DaVinci Resolve, this honestly pays for itself within 6 months if we were going from the full $55 Creative Cloud. Now, if we were to do the budget just for Premiere alone and not the whole Creative Suite, that's $21, so that would take about 15 months for that to be paid off. Really not bad, considering I spent thousands of dollars to Adobe just for the years that I was using them, and $300 is absolutely nothing compared to those thousands. But the big reason here is getting in before pricing goes up. I do think DaVinci is growing so rapidly and they have so much leverage to raise this price that I would say if you want to save money, buy in now. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you learned something. Check out some other ones I got.